Of late, the thrift stores that I go to have been devoid of any really interesting clock radios. It's just been the usual assortment of cheap, alarm-only clocks. Alarm clocks, not like clock radios or anything like that. And the few clock radios you do see are black plastic crap, modern, blue LED. Blech, you only need so many of those. And I've certainly got enough of the bog standard alarm clocks. More than I'd ever need. And when you do find something interesting, you find something like this that's not really all that great a condition. I mean, look at that. That's just broken. I didn't even notice that until now. But yeah, it's obvious that this thing's been through quite a bit in its lifetime. And I wouldn't normally pick something like this up. But I like the form factor. Most of this is probably cleanable. And hey, look at that. It's cheap enough. I've also noticed that clock radios have been fetching a pretty penny at thrift stores of late. If you look at the back here, you might be able to see the speaker. Turn the video light on, you should be able to see the speaker a little bit more. So it's actually got an appreciably sized speaker. It's not one of those, no-frills units. It's just got a crappy speaker that doesn't really have any fidelity to it whatsoever. So here you can see the model. 7 watts. The vacuum fluorescent display is what sold it on me, though. And yes, I realize that it looks a little bit worse for the wear. It's worn out. This thing probably was used heavily. And maybe even forgotten about. There's the bright mode. I will say it looks significantly better in bright mode, but I usually like to leave these in their dim setting because even though it's not really substantiated, I find, or at least I'm of the opinion, that that would reduce the amount of wear on the vacuum fluorescent display itself, reduce the amount of electrons leaving. I don't really remember off the top of my head how all that works, but anyway, no battery backup or anything like that. I love the form factor. That's another thing that sold me on it. I've always wanted one of these square box style clock radios, but I've never really found anything that was actually worth buying. I mean, yeah, I guess on one hand I've got the night jammer and the P jammer and stuff like that, but that isn't really what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is something more like this, like a conventional box kind of thing. UXW Bill recently demonstrated, I think it was a 7-4603, that was a box style. That's really what I'm going for. I'm not going for anything like the P jammer or anything like that. I want just a good old-fashioned wood grain box. That's what I want. Anyway, it does actually function. All the buttons are in good shape. They do work. There's a seconds display. The radio, unfortunately, is not something that I can say really works all that well. As you might be able to tell. Doesn't work very well.
Take us on the go with the Heart Radio app you can download it today. You'll have access to
it's on its highest volume right
Make your own little customized playlist. It's super cool and it's completely free. Again, that's iHeartRadio. Usually a drink. He also shared some of the
My free 5-year wear and tear warranty covers so much. I know, I replied. I've got it. Last year you replaced my battery. Today my brakes.
Pretend money. Used to play pretend, wake up, eat the money. Used to play pretend, used to play pretend money. Used to play pretend.
Let's put it into AM mode here. It won't receive much considering how early in the day it is.
Don't put your baby
Different ways.
in the following streams: administrative support, customer service, compensation advisors, and analysts of all kinds.
Let's go ahead and have a listen to the alarm. There you go, there's the alarm. It's a high-pitched beep through the speaker. Alright, I think that's pretty much going to do it for this Pulsar box clock radio. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.